The Supreme Court has stayed the telecast of the Sudarshan TV show on the UPSC. Remember, this was a PIL that was filed by Firoz Iqbal Khan that questioned this program. The top court had earlier declined to stay the telecast but agreed to examine the larger issue of balancing free speech with other constitutional values, including the fundamental right to equality and fair treatment of every segment of citizens. A three-judge bench of Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, Indu Malhotra and K.M. Joseph heard the case through video conferencing. The court, in what is going to be a landmark decision, has stayed the telecast of the bigoted Jihad in UPSC show. It's a big blow to Sudarshan TV. The Supreme Court has slammed the hate that was propagated on the television channel. The court said, and this is extremely important for you to note, the court has said that you cannot target one community. Hate Anchor's bigoted show has drawn massive backlash. And of course, this was, remember, a show that targeted Muslim recruitment in IAS, IPS. So these are extremely important remarks that have been made by the court today. Let's go right across to my colleague Vaidyanathan, who's been tracking that hearing very closely. Where they're extremely interesting, the developments that we're breaking to our viewers right now. The court says that the insidious charges have put question mark on the UPSC exams.
Exactly. Actually, this some PIL petitioner came to the court on August 28th. The Supreme Court said we won't stay it, but sought the response of the central government. But today, the court saying now circumstances have changed and said that vilification campaign cannot go on. It's a democratic country. Communities will have to live together. And said, in fact, the court was asking the next episode is going to be on air today, and said it can't go on air till we further decide. And said not only that, this show it cannot go in some other name also. In fact, some channels even change the name of the show and go on airing it. Court was very categorical, saying that this subject cannot go on air in any other name also. But pointing out the latest TRP fight among the TV channels and pointing out, of course, court did not directly say what's going on of the latest Mumbai death case, but said now every channel anchors, they don't allow others to speak. Their mics are completely muted, and went on to saying that journalists don't enjoy a separate freedom. It's equal to whatever other citizens enjoy. Same freedom is available to journalists also. Then of course they made quite a lot of remarks.
Yes.
And it's a reminder for all journalists and TV channels to adhere to the moral values.
Well, absolutely. And what's also interesting is the government side, because what we're given to understand is that the government lawyer actually played the press freedom card.
Exactly. Even court said states cannot regulate the media. There can't be any control. So Solicitor General Mr. Tushar Mehta also saying that freedom of press will have to be there, otherwise democracy cannot survive. And he went on to point about the earlier programs on Hindu terror also, which was shown. Justice K.M. Joseph pointed out to the center, saying that cable law completely prohibits any program showing enmity between two communities.